All right, it's Tuesday, March 30th. We are coming to the end of the month, and I have shared with you 10 minutes a day of Mo's March Madness. Tried to be as creative as I could with you, and today we're gonna kind of get back to basics before we finish out the month tomorrow. All right? Okay, now I did have a request as well for someone who is asking me, how do you do a curl up the right way, Moira? Because my neck always hurts and I can't keep up with these videos. I don't know what I'm doing. We're gonna sort of go over that today. All right? All right, good. First off, when you sit up nice and tall, feet are hip distance apart, bending the knees, sitting on the sit bones, okay? Take a nice forward fold. So hands by your hips. Inhale, like you're smelling the roses, and exhale, like you're blowing out the birthday candles. All right, so let's try that. Breathe in. Exhale, you're gonna drop your head, relax your shoulders, draw the abdominals in, and slide the fingertips down. So down toward the heels, you're gonna stay there for 5 deep breaths. Exhale. Breathing in. And then exhale, send all the air out. 3 more. Fill up your lungs and then send all the air away. 2 more. Get deeper and deeper every time. Exhale, pull the stomach in and slide the fingertips down further. And last time, inhale. And with an exhale, you're gonna draw the abdominals in and then drag your arms all the way back up tall and nice and straight, stacking the spine up tall. Now, half roll back here, inhale, arms out, in, extension here, parallel. You're gonna roll off the sit bones, okay? So it's inhale up, exhale, rolling hips to ribs, drawing the abdominals in, half roll back. All right, this is a basic move. You have 1 minute here. It's just about 8 more. Smelling the roses and blowing out the birthday candles. Inhale, exhale, 6. Inhale, hug it in 5. Good, nice job. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Breathing in. Breathing out. Hug it in strong. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Good. And then last one. Exhale. Good. Sit up nice and tall. Breathe in. And then hands down and take another forward fold. Drop the head, relax the shoulders, and slide the fingertips away to the heels. Nice job. Maybe rock your head a little side to side. Stack up tall again. Nice job. All right. Now, back to basics. So we're going to lie down, and when your feet are on the floor, you technically can do curl-ups in neutral. So there's a softness in the small of your back, and there's no need to kind of pull your stomach in first before you lift your head up in what we call an abdominal prep. That's what a curl up in Pilates is called. So it's inhale, draw chin to the chest, and exhale, like someone's pulling your head off the floor, a string right from the forehead, and it's coming up and over. You're looking at your knees, okay, and you're barely going anywhere, all right? So it's not like a full sit-up, all right? It's just inhale, draw chin to the chest, and exhale, start the breath, curl and hold. I am still retaining neutral. Roll back down, inhale. Exhale, lift, and inhale back down. So this is a little frustrating if you're like a go big or go home person, which I definitely am, but when I learned Pilates and it basically strips like all the exercises and moves that you learn when you're working out, it strips it down to the basic flexion moves and extension moves, all right? So this is called an abdominal prep because it preps your abs the correct way of lifting up and then just hold it here So your rib cage, the muscles in between the rib cage, did you catch that? Are going to compress with an exhale before you lift your head off the ground. Now my bum is loosey-goosey. It's not engaged at all. Hold it here. Now I love this one. You're looking diagonally, like to the corner of the room, okay? Rest your head in your hands. It's heavy, especially mine. I've got this big ponytail, right? And then exhale, you're gonna come up as high as you can. Remember, you're lifting your chin. Good, now relax your knees, relax your butt, and you just do little pulses. It's very intense. Do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, exhale 3, 2, and 1, and then release back down. Okay, that is how you do a curl up. You basically add the breath, keep your chin lifted a little bit, okay? You look toward the corner of the room, diagonal line. See my arm? That's where you kind of look. So it's like someone's pulling your head up off the floor with a string, right from the forehead, right to the corner of the room. Just lift it up. And trust me on that. Like, that is how you start getting the flatter abs. It's really less is more. Now, when you do bigger curl-ups, and you raise your legs in the air, you can go a little further. That means you imprint, so you roll the hips up to the ribs, all right? Again, your bum is not part of the equation. It's totally loose right now, but my belly button's engaged, and I'm drawing my stomach in, basically, before you raise legs up to the air. Now, I don't care how fit you are, you really should just remember to engage, draw it in, before you slowly raise the legs up to tabletop one at a time, okay? It just doesn't matter, okay? Like how fit you are. When you whip your legs up like that before engaging your stomach, you're just not doing it the right way, okay? So just try to pull your stomach in first and then raise the legs up, okay? Now, inhale, draw chin to the chest. Now I can do a little curl up and retaining that imprint, right? I'm still curling up the same way. I've got a baseball under my chin. I'm looking toward the corner of the room, and I am lifting a little higher though because my lower back's on the mat. Okay? So let's try 8 of those. Here we go. Ready? 8. Breathe in. Breathe out. 7. Breathe in. So my abdominals are lifting, my head and shoulders up off the mat in one big piece. Good. Let's try 4 more. Breathe in, down. Exhale, lift, inhale, exhale 3, inhale, exhale 2, inhale, exhale, last one, and then bring your head back down. Keep your legs here for something called toe tap. Hold your arms over your chest. You're just gonna alternate lowering the legs to the mat to touch the toe on the mat and lift. Now listen, whenever anyone starts this, and it's tricky because Pilates calls it toe tap, they kind of bend their knees like this to touch the toes on the mat. Okay, you could do this till the cows come home, and it's just, you're not getting anything out of it. All right, so 10 times I want you to do lower each leg and lift. It's an exhale to lower and inhale lift. This is called toe taps. So this is a very basic move, but the best thing about Pilates, and I'll tell you another good thing about Pilates, is that there's no plateau, okay? So like you're building your strength from the inside out. So when you do these very basic moves, like you can still feel it. You almost feel it more effectively. All right, let's add the opposite arm. Get ready. This is a little coordination, okay? So left arm, right leg. Ready? You're gonna keep the other arm and leg really still, please. Okay? So it's left arm, right leg. You're gonna drop and reach back and bring it to center. Now exhale and inhale. Exhale and inhale. Good. Let's do 5 more. So this is really hard for me. 4, inhale. Lower from the hip, 3. Exhale 2. And last 1. Okay, now double toe tap, double arm raise. Squeeze your knees. Both legs are gonna go down 2, up 2, okay? Hang in there, stay strong in the belly. Keep your lower back on the mat with an exhale. So inhale to stay. Exhale, you're gonna go down, down, up, up. down, down, up, up, down, down, up, 6, down, down, up, 5. Squeeze the knees, exhale. Good, 3 more. Exhale, exhale, inhale, inhale. 2 more, down, down, up, up. 1 more, down, down, up, up. Great job. Now, if your legs are getting tired and your quads are activating, that means your core muscles are getting kind of tired. All right? So let's take a little break. Now let's go to hip roll. So arms are long. Hip roll is a super slow motion shoulder bridge. So when you do a shoulder bridge, you're typically neutral spine, and you're just pushing your feet and heels, and you lift your bum up to this bridge position. Okay, so that's an awesome exercise as it is, but Pilates will say, well, instead of just using your legs to get there, right, let's see, right, so lower lift, that's an exercise. Let's see if we can draw the abdominals first with the breath and engage to that imprint before you use your legs, okay? So Pilates is all about triggering the core muscles to then work first before the arms and limbs so that your whole body functions more efficiently and effectively. All right? So let's start here. Remember, bum is loosey-goosey to start. I'm neutral spine. My feet are on the floor. I'm going to pull my stomach into the imprint. Then I'm going to peel the tailbone all the way up to the bridge. I'm going to hold it there, breathing in. Now I'm going to exhale, draw the stomach in as hard as I can, softening at the sternum. So I'm circling down, carving out a C, and then placing my spine on the mat, 1 vertebrae at a time. And by the time I get to that tailbone, it's like, oh, you have arrived. All right, so just try it again. You're going to imprint, peel the tailbone all the way up to the bridge. You can close your eyes, breathe in. And then you're going to exhale, slowly softening at the sternum and rolling back down like you're bringing a set of pearls, a strand of pearls on the counter, and releasing to neutral. There you have it. There's your hip roll. You want to try it again? Let's do it again. Inhale, neutral. Exhale, pull the stomach in. Peel the tailbone all the way up to the bridge. Inhale, stay. And exhale, slowly as you can. Slow as molasses. It's almost like that Heinz ketchup commercial. Remember that? Right? Anticipation, like that slowly you want to roll down through the spine, and it's so good for you. Great job. All right, now let's imprint and raise those legs up to the ceiling, and we'll just add a little bit of reverse crunch here. So those are some really basic moves and an efficient and effective way to do the curl up. And I know it seems like, oh God, Moira, can we just get moving? Like, believe me, you're preaching to the choir. Like, I like to move, I love it all. But if you can break it down like that and just get practicing with curling up that way with the rib cage muscles instead of tugging on your neck, I cannot tell you. It's just like a really important thing to learn before you even continue on with any more conditioning. You know what I mean? Okay, now let's hold it here. Place your fingers under your bum, and you're going to keep your imprint, and you're going to alternate legs to the floor. So this just really stretches out the hip flexors after the flexion, okay? You're lengthening your core here, and this is, I'm just throwing this in here. This is alternating legs down for 6 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, great job. And last one, hold. Good. Bend the knees, hug the knees to chest. And let's sit up nice and tall back to where we started. All right? And the last thing I'll just teach you again, Tuesday back to basics today, is the breaststroke. Okay? So I'm going to lie down on my stomach, and my legs are going to remain heavy on the mat. I'm saying it in that tone of voice, just like that. Because when we lift arms and legs up like we did the other day, right? Supergirl, arms and legs come up at the same time. Well, let's see if we can tap into the strength in the mid-back muscles without activating the legs. Remember, we're talking about the core muscles we want to trigger first before the legs, okay? So you just leave your legs down, and I open my feet a little bit wider, like at the edges of the mat, just to protect my lower back, just in case. Why not? But typically, you would want to actually, at the very minimum, just keep your feet hip distance. So you're going to exhale, dive in the water, and you inhale, circle the arms. Exhale, dive in the water, and inhale, circle the arms. 6 more. Breathe in. Breathe out, dive. Breathe in. Breathe out, 5. Legs stay heavy. It's hard to keep your legs down. Your first reaction, 4. Exhale, dive. Inhale, circle. Exhale, dive. 2 more. Last one. This is a really good one to do too if you've been on Zoom calls all day. Hold it here for 10. Palms down to the floor. 9, 8, 7. Squeezing that walnut between the shoulder blades for 4. Arms up. 3, 2, and 1. Palms on the mat. And you're going to come back to a nice, safe child's pose. Great job today, guys. So back to basics before we have our finale tomorrow, March 31st. Today is March 30th, and